Welcome, splendid viewers and fellow students of the School of Athenia. This is your headmaster, Kit Catastrophe, coming at you for the 24th Chugcratic seminar. If this were a monthly series, we would be celebrating our 2-year anniversary, but it is what it is. I am joined by two of my very welcome friends and colleagues. First up, the Dean of Fabrication, definitely not Char.
To shreds, you say? No, sorry. Someone was telling me that one of my students got caught in a lathe. So I'm going to have to deal with that later. But anyway, it's always great to be here, you know?
I don't think we have insurance for that. Anyway, we are also joined by the Dean of Economics, G1 Scorponok.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, we definitely don't have insurance for that. Sucks for that guy. I'm sorry.
That sucks for us.
Unfortunately, the Dean of Critique, Runestone, is not joining us for today's stream. He is busy on gardening leave once again. He is tending to his radish fields. We hope he has a bountiful harvest.
My radishes.
Indeed.
So it's been a couple months once again since our last session. How are y'all doing?
I have a full-time job now in real life.
Congrats.
I call bullshit.
No, yeah.
I doubt you.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. So on one hand, way less free time. On the other hand, way more money for Chug.
For Chug.
For Chug.
Just for Chug.
Just
Can't
for
believe
Chug,
it.
nothing else. The Chug budget's going up, boys.
You and I are the opposite. I feel like I'm trying to de-chugify.
Oh, I know. I'm kidding.
No.
Chug is in the name, so
The
Yeah.
chugification.
The Chugification being. But yeah, other than that, been pretty busy. Been getting my motorcycle license. And
you're gonna turn into a common rider.
it's true, I am. I'm gonna laugh. So if you see someone getting like stabbed, if you see like a biker getting stabbed in London, well, number one, that's like every other day, but number two, it could be me.
I hope that was every Tuesday.
Yeah, but this time will be like biker stabbed in like attempted vigilante biker stabbed. Not even vigilante, just attempted. Didn't even make it very far. Very sad. But yeah, I haven't had much money for figures lately, unfortunately, because of everything.
Yeah, I've also been not consuming nearly as much as I used to, but I'll save that for the recent purchases segment,
Yeah.
which is just in a couple minutes. G1 Scorponok, how are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. Just busy as always. Out on the farm. Other than
The Chug
that,
Farm.
yeah. Other than that, nothing too crazy. I mean, I got a few recent third-party figures, but that's about it.
Well, now is as good a time as any where we can talk about our recent purchases. What'd you get?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. So I got Fans Toys Long Haul. So I'm now 4 out of 6 for Devastator, which I'm very excited about. Looking forward to having the full set. And then I did buy the Takara Masterpiece Road Hauler. I'm not normally into all the eHobby exclusive figure characters, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to have Road Hauler just because he goes with the Constructicons. I thought it'd be kind of fun to have him. And I've kind of gotten to the point with my MP collection where I can kind of afford to go in on characters that, like weird characters I maybe wouldn't have gone in on otherwise.
Yeah, I always thought
Yeah.
Road Holler's Constructicon colors look pretty good on that body plan. I have the Chug one.
That figure is just really nice. Period. The MP Inferno grapple mold. So I'm glad to have Road Hauler too.
I was going to ask who Road Hauler is, but thank you for not making me look like an idiot.
Well, at least you're not the Dean of History or the Liberal Arts.
Could never be me.
And then I'm still waiting. Oh, so I got the Fans Project. Freaking the. Oh my god, what's his name? I got the one of the Pretender shells for the Fans Project Dino Force Kakaryu. I'm pretty sure I got Kakaryu's Pretender shell, the Triceratops.
I can never keep them straight.
I think Kakaryu and Goryu are like the only two I know. Just the Triceratops and the T-Rex.
Yeah.
Yeah, the T-Rex shell is the only one I'm missing now out of the whole set. I have all the characters, but I'm just missing the one shell, and then I'll have the full set. And then I have on the way, hasn't arrived yet, but I'm waiting on a Make Toys Acid Storm.
Ooh.
Because I've been going insane with all the Seekers.
Yeah, you have the Silverbolt and Onslaught colored ones too, huh?
Yeah. They're pretty funny.
I haven't really gotten too many Transformers recently. I've my two most recent, well, maybe not most recent acquisitions, but two of my most significant recent acquisitions are both Lego. I got the Lego Optimus Prime not too long ago, and on my desk right now is the Lego Technic Artemis 2 SLS rocket, the one with the crank that makes it go up and down. It's really cool, and if you hear any sort of clicking on my end, that's just me fiddling with the gimmick, the function.
Sorry, what was the other set you got?
Optimus Prime.
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were asking about it.
As for actual Transformers, my two most recent acquisitions are both missing Link. I got Nemesis Prime and I got Ultra Magnus, and they are both they scratch the itch.
Missing Link seems really cool. It's just one of those things that, like, for me, it's kind of a new thing to start, and I'm just not really in the mood to start something new like that.
Yeah.
I'd rather keep what I have going rather than try to spread out in a new direction with Missing Link.
Have you run into the infamous paint scratching issue on Ultra Magnus yet?
I don't know. He's been on my shelf for the past couple days. I haven't really been, taking him in and out of the armor all that much. We'll see. We'll see next time.
Yes. Because I'm planning on getting Ultra Magnus. I said I was going to get him with my first paycheck, and well, I got paid the other day, so I guess it's time.
Good. Speaking of armor, I still have a Fans Toys Marg in the box. I got to take him out at some point. It's the Fans Toys Ultra Magnus, the one where the masterpiece removal armor Ultra Magnus, the Badlands did it somehow.
Yeah.
God, I remember back when the masterpiece one came out. The original Dakar one was announced, and people thought it was going to have the removal armor too. And I'm kind of glad it didn't, because that figure is very solid and still very good to this day. If you can find one for a fair price, that is. But the actual quality of the figure itself is great. My plan is to keep them both and just have the Dakar one as the truck, and then if I take Marg out, he'll be my robot mode. Ultra Magnus. So I got robot and the truck.
Char, have you gotten anything since we last spoke?
Not really. Not in terms of Transformers. I'm trying to think of something, and yeah, no, No, it's just money's been tight lately. I've been doing other things that are quite expensive. And so I haven't really had room in my budget lately for plastic robots, unfortunately.
That's fair.
Also, nothing besides Missing Link. Nothing has released lately that's really caught my eye. And I don't go to enough vintage places to really. I don't get out enough to like see vintage stuff that catches my eye. So yeah, haven't really made any purchases lately.
Well, so G1 Scorpion, you mentioned that one of your most recent purchases was a third-party figure, and that ties into the theme of today's seminar, where that is the subject: third-party figures. We're going to be discussing our favorite and our least favorite. But first up, we should probably go over some honorable mentions. Runestone obviously isn't here today, but he did give us his honorable mentions, which are, his only third-party toys. He has. I'm actually not sure what company that is, but it's the Sideswipe that turns into a red bull.
I think it's called Raging Bull. I don't know what the company's called. I know the figure's called Raging Bull. Pretty sure.
Yes. Which looks like a very, very cool figure. If I had a place for it in my collection, I definitely want to check it out.
Same.
And he also had. Oh, he said he is in the chat right now. He says Generation Toys Red Bull.
Red Bull. Okay, I thought.
Thank you. And he picked out Mass Toys Rune, which is pretty thematically appropriate. Which he did. He did make a review of it. So go check it out when we're done with this stream. Yeah, it's War Within Glyph.
Colors. Glyph is cool.
Yes, Mass Toys Rune. In the center here is a toy that both I and Char worked on a review for. That is Mechanical Skull Studios Sirius. It's a Legend Scale Armada Starscream. Very fantastic figure. I really wish they could put out more than one toy every 2 years.
Yeah.
Let me check when we reviewed that toy in the first place.
Still waiting for their Demolisher.
Yeah, we reviewed it in March of 2024, so just over 2 years ago.
Oh my god.
And since then, they've only released one other toy, and it's a Ramjet retool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that makes sense.
I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting on Skywarp and Thundercracker to come out.
Yeah, you think they would do a Skywarp and a Thundercracker, especially because
they're just not out yet.
Yeah.
I don't get what's taking so long for these.
At that point, you could also just do a Jahaxis if you really wanted. Based on that T30 design.
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
I think they could do an interesting take on it, but please just release your other molds already, Mechanical Skull. I'll buy anything.
I will literally buy everything you release. Just do it.
Please. Also, didn't they release a head upgrade kit or something? Something really out of left field for them?
Okay, so I'm not really certain what the situation is, but it seems like they're two sister companies, and the one that focuses on upgrade kits is called Mechanical Shell, I think. Mechanical Shell Studios.
Mechanical Shell, Pretender Shell, because I wish a company other than somebody would make more Pretender Shells. Please, God, please. I want Pretender Shells. Somebody would make Pretender Shells. I will buy them.
Unfortunately, today's episode isn't third-party wish lists. It's third-party figures we already have. But it looks like the third honorable mention is yours, G1 Scorpion.
Yeah.
Unless it's Char's, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's my honorable mention.
Oh.
I only saw one.
Sorry, Char. I thought we were doubling up.
No. This is well, I don't know the specific name, but it's not Iron Factory. It's not Iron Factory Jetfire. It is the AliExpress oversized KO of Iron Factory Jetfire. And I decided not to include it in my list because in the main picks, even though I really like it, because it's kind of cheating. It's basically just taking someone else's design and making it bigger.
Yeah, I think we call those fourth party around here.
Yeah, or oversized KO, Osco, or whatever.
It's a shame though because it does scale fantastically with other Iron Factory toys, arguably better than the original. It is the size that Jetfire should be, and it's got. I mean, for the plastic for a third-party KO for a KO or a third-party toy, plastic quality entirely fine. I've had no problems with it. And also I'm pretty sure the alternate head is unique to it. I'm not sure because it comes with it comes with two heads that you swap out by unscrewing it. And I think one of the two, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the original did not come with alternate heads.
I don't have an honorable mention on here, but I'm just gonna sneak it in anyway. X-Transbot's Klaatu, which is their Cosmos, and the biggest reason I mention him is because the guys at X-Transbot for genius, and they came up with this little accessory that is these two cups, and it's like there's like kind of a smaller but wider cup, and then there's like a taller one with a little plug. And so what you do is you can stick a little item inside, like on top of the little cup, and then you put the bigger cup on top, and then you can plug in Cosmos to that. Like there's a little like plug that he just pops into, and just sits on it, and it looks like he's like abducting like an alien.
That is pretty cool.
So I have like a Decepticon MicroMaster car kind of in there, because you can put it in there in an angle, and it looks like he's abducting the car. I just think that's the coolest little thing. And I don't think he's that expensive because I think he's been reissued. I thought he was reissued like a year or two ago. So he shouldn't be that hard to find.
You're getting probed,
it's just a fun little gimmick.
No, that's very cute. That's a really cute gimmick. Well, let's crack on, shall we? Before we start talking about our favorite third-party figures, let's talk about the ones that piss us off. It looks like I'm first up in the slideshow, and my pick for my most hated third-party toy goes to Toy World Sideload. So Toy World did a series of third-party throttle bots that turned into a combiner. I only have two of them, and the other one will be later on in the show. But Toy World Sideload is the other one that I have, and he is absolutely dog shit. Just full of really thin panels, lots of armatures, simultaneously has way too many and way too few locking points. And he's just he's literally painful to transform. It hurts my hands to do it, and it just pisses me off. And he doesn't feel great neither. Yeah, I agree, Rusty. He just absolutely sucks. Do either of you have any experience with this toy or this set?
No, not really. It's unfortunately it doesn't hold together well because I know it's, obviously at this scale, design doesn't really affect how solid it should be, but like this toy looks like it should be more solid than you describe it being.
Yeah, especially since it's like fucking huge. It's like the size of a modern liter.
The only thing is, it's also didn't they also include a combiner gimmick, which while cool also means that it has to accommodate that in the.
I don't know. He's the way I see it. He's got enough like. I'm pretty sure he forms like. I'm not really sure because like I said, I only have 2 of them, so I haven't really been able to
They're a pain of
like. Yeah, like Sideload and the other one that will show up later in the list are like the only ones that are actually easy to find. The rest, good luck for whatever reason.
I thought Aurora was the one that was easy to find.
Well, thanks for spoiling the list. So,
can't believe it.
But yeah, Sideload is pretty easy to find. I think I got him for pretty cheap too. But man, he sucks. He really sucks. So, who is next? It looks like next up is you, Scorponok, your most hated third-party figure.
Yeah, I went with Bad Cube War Dog. He doesn't look that bad, but his transformation is just such a pain in the butt. He's also kind of shorter and squatter than I feel like a Warpath should be. Like, I feel like Warpath should be, even though he's quote-unquote a mini-bot, I feel like he generally should be kind of on par, like average character height, you know? And like, I feel like Bad Cube in general is more known for doing like smaller characters. So I like him a lot for bugs. Like, I love the Bad Cube bugs on Insecticons, or like their Brawn, like some of their other mini-bots aren't bad because they're meant to be small. So it works. But Warpath, yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of. But the biggest thing is the transformation. He just has some nasty tolerances, and I feel like transforming him would give me. I felt like I was gonna have cardiac arrest.
Yeah, I've seen Vangelis's review of this toy.
Same.
That's my only real exposure to this toy in any way. But that transformation scheme does look a bit precarious, and if I recall correctly, his copy broke in that video. So
mine didn't break, but I did find at BotCon last year a copy of Fans Toys Sheridan. So this guy, I'm gonna try to get rid of him. I don't need him anymore.
It's a real shame as well because number one, I personally quite like the aesthetic of the robot mode. I think it looks quite chunky to me in a good way.
He looks really cool.
He does. He looks really nice.
Yeah, he doesn't look that bad. He looks pretty solid. It's just a transformation. And they did do a really neat, like a weathered version as well. So if you're into the weathered look.
Well, the thing I wanted to say was that, as on top of that, as a tank nerd, that Sheridan mode is so pretty. It's got the shape of the turret that's sort of that like sharp like pancake shape down really well. Every other Warpath kind of has like a pill-shaped turret that the Sheridan doesn't have. The most iconic feature of the Sheridan is its turret, and this version gets that down as well as all the other proportions. So, like I said, yeah, from a looks perspective, it's a crying shame because it's really nice.
Yeah, I'm with you there. It's just nightmare fuel load transform.
Runestone has deemed this toy third-party coal. So definitely not Char. You're up, and this is somewhat surprising to me. I didn't expect you to go for this one.
Yeah, so I'd like to preface this by saying I do not hate every Laser Prime update, okay? I promise, I don't. There are Laser Prime updates that I like.
Can you name one?
Reveal the shield.
Okay.
That's a pretty fair one to pick.
And I'd like to say that so okay, this figure I do not hate this figure. This is not a burning hatred in the same way that I have a burning hatred of that I have a burning hatred of Legacy Laser Prime, because Legacy Laser Prime entirely does away with what made the design special, in my opinion. All these things. The problem with Fans Hobby Arch Enemy is, like a bunch of Fans Hobby toys, it just kind of misses the mark. It's Fans Hobby has this really bad habit of playing around with the aesthetic of the figures that they're doing and kind of missing and kind of not really getting it right.
Yeah, that's how I feel about a lot of their Armada stuff. It just doesn't look right, you know?
Yeah, they do. They definitely take some interesting, like, they have to go some interesting directions with their figures.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, I love it when companies experiment with an aesthetic and, you know, not just be slavish to the original design, but the Fans Hobbies Armada stuff really falls into the uncanny valley for me. I just don't vibe with it.
It's a little frustrating because not really, Rune.
I was just gonna say, at least it's not Kang toys. I loathe the Kang toys aesthetic, but that's just me.
I don't hate it. It's just not my thing.
Yeah.
Kang toy.
Another thing with this toy is, well, there's a couple things. Number two, the head is wrong. The head is like the biggest example of the aesthetic being wrong. It just looks like a normal Optimus Prime head. It does not look like a Laser Prime head. I will give the Legacy toy this. The head sculpt was on point. Unless I'm wrong. Unless it just reused. No, am I?
The Laser Prime had a new head in Legacy.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, he had a good head sculpt. A little small, but
a little small. But the head sculpt was really on point.
A lot of things about that toy were a little small.
Head. And the thing is, you can get the proper head because the Fans Hobby released an upgrade kit, the EX set, that came with the trailer. And if you're going to get this figure, if you have a desperate, dying need to get a Masterpiece Scourge for your collection, which is understandable because Scourge is the best character out of RID, really. Try and get the one with the upgrade set because it doesn't fix all the problems, but it does give it a much better head sculpt that looks a lot closer to the original. And I think they knew that they fucked up with that one, which is why they gave him the original head sculpt in the upgrade release, which they haven't done with any other set since. Change the head sculpt, that is. Another thing is that... Pardon?
No, go ahead.
Another thing is that the QC isn't there. This toy creaks. It creaks when you try and move it, unfortunately. It constantly feels like plastic is scraping against plastic when you're trying to play with it.
Hey.
You know that mid to low tier third party feeling, not quite like a KO, but like better than a KO, but not nearly up to standard with something like Hasbro plastic.
Yeah, I have one Fans Hobby toy myself, and it's their Metal Hawk. And if I recall correctly, he has a similar feeling.
Yeah. So once again, it's not an insult to my sensibilities in the same way that Legacy Laser Prime is, but Laser Prime deserves a better Masterpiece third-party figure than this.
Yeah, Fans Toys is very kind of Fans Hobby is very hit or miss. I have mostly a lot of like Super God Master Force stuff, so I also have the Metal Hawk, but The only figure out of out of the ones I have that I'd say I really like, I think is really really good, is the Overlord. I think their Overlord is absolutely incredible. I think everything else kind of ranges from good to okay. Like, depending on the good day. Overlord's the only one I think is just really, really good.
Mm-hmm. And it's a
Also,
shame
I
too.
posted a picture of Cosmos, by the way.
It's a shame too because Fans Hobby keeps doing things that I like, that I want to be good.
I'm with you. I like that they're trying out new things and they're going in kind of directions that other companies aren't.
I really like
Okay,
the
but
look
the
of the
thing is,
truck mode there.
The thing is, Rune, I have an original RID Scourge. I want more Scourges. I want a Scourge with... I want a Scourge with knees. No, he has knees. I want a Scourge with hip swivels. Right? I have my original Scourge. Well, technically, it's Car Robots Black Convoy that I have. But still, I have him. He's one of my favorite figures in my collection, but I want more.
RuneScape says, lucky fucker.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a Scourge too.
I think the only Scourge I have is the Fun Pub one from the mail order service. That's the
reveal the shield.
Yeah, that one. I think that's the only Scourge I have.
All right. Well, if that's how you really feel, Char, I guess we can move on to some toys we actually enjoy talking about. First up is Scorponok's pick for his third favorite. We're picking out three of our favorites. So here's Scorponok's third.
I wanted to talk about this guy because I'm pretty sure most people have never heard of him or even know he exists. So
I've seen a review of the Striker version of this mold.
That's what I'm saying. People have know there's a Striker version. People know there's a Roadbuster, but what people don't know is that there's also a Bulkhead, and that Bulkhead is pretty dang cool. I actually really liked him a lot. He was a TFCon exclusive in DC from like 2019, I think.
Oh, that's probably why people don't know about him.
Yep. But man, he's awesome. The only thing is, I wish because sometimes MMC decides when they feel like randomly when they feel like it that they're just gonna make a former exclusive not exclusive anymore, or they'll just re-release it. It's so random when they do that, and I wish they would do that for this guy.
This looks like Bulkhead after going on a weight loss course.
Yeah, he's like freaking Bulkhead, but fit. Actually, he's fit head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he just
he's
looks great. I have him with my Wreckers. My IDWI
Ozempicron.
Ozempicron. But I think he looks great, and I just wanted to put him on here because, like I said, it's fun to talk about figures that nobody's ever heard of before.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say that this toy doesn't suit him, even though it's not his body style at all.
No.
But the heavy duty vehicle mode, the wrecking ball fists thing that he can do.
Yeah, the wrecking ball fists are awesome.
The wrecking ball fists make me almost think this was intentional.
It
probably was.
Put him next to Roadbuster, and you can imagine this is Bulkhead in his prime when he was part of the Wreckers before he went off with Optimus or whatever,
and started stress eating.
Started chugging the Energon.
He just let himself go.
He did, but yeah, no, I just really like this guy. I wish we get kind of more crazy repaints like this.
The vehicle mode in that muted green he has looks so nice.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me a lot of how the general for BotCon 2015 they redid the Roadbuster as General Optimus Prime.
Oh yeah,
If you remember
Ooh,
that, it kind of reminds
that's a
me of
good
that.
one.
I do.
That was a pretty cool repaint of that mold.
Yeah, Rinston says he feels like this is what Legacy Bulkhead should have been, and I have to agree.
Actually, I looked at Legacy Bulkhead and I just looked back at this guy and I'm like, yeah, I don't, I don't think I need to buy Legacy Bulkhead. Thank you.
Like, I have it,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, I still like Legacy Bulkhead, but this is so cool.
But the problem with Legacy Bulkhead is he's square. Like
Yeah.
Bulkhead's biggest character trait is that he's big and round. How'd
Mhm.
you get the round part wrong?
He should have turned into like one of those like pickup trucks that's been converted to be like a tanker, you know?
Yeah.
Like a big tank, and that could turn into his tummy.
That's what I like about like this version of the character is that he's big, but he still kind of has those round he doesn't his edges aren't as
He's got those really big wheel arches.
Yeah, it's a lot of like curves and arches and things that just make it feel like bulkhead as
Yeah.
opposed to giant square. Like the square of the like Legacy Bulkhead just be a square with some legs on it.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. I really agree. I gotta agree. The shape language is way more suited to Bulkhead here.
RuneScape says, with his introduction in Skybound, I guess fans now have a reason to get the Legacy toy. Unfortunately, he's only in like 2 issues before he fucks back off to Cybertron. Spoiler alert.
Very sad.
He and Mirage just show up and then immediately leave.
I think he just leaves and doesn't get brutally killed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like what I heard from Skybound, I haven't read, but some characters just got like utterly destroyed. Like, oh hey, look here, we brought insert character here. Now we're gonna kill him. It's like, who did the script for this? Tomino? Did Tomino write this?
Potentially.
Anyway, our next pick is Char's third favorite.
It's New Age Umbozu. And this figure actually has a little bit of a story because I got this at TF Nation. And I got this at TF Nation specifically because the voice actor for Beast Wars Depth Charge was there, whose name escapes me at the minute.
Sokolov, I think.
And I didn't have anything for him to sign. I think one of the companies that sells third-party companies was at TF Nation, and they were selling this figure, and so I got it for myself. And I got Depth Charge's voice actor to sign the box, which is very cool. I just think it's a really creative reuse of a design. Because I don't know if you can tell, but this is actually a retool of New Age's take on Cyclonus.
Yeah, I noticed that with the legs and then the tail in the alt mode. And that's really impressive how they managed to make that work in a way that doesn't just look like obvious Cyclonus repaint.
It's true. The only thing that's really retooled from this toy are the wings and the head. Of course, it has the eye and mouth stalks. Those are new to this figure, but those are separate.
This is C-clamp. Kind of fun.
But other than that, it's just creative. It's just creative paint choices and recontextualizing the design. And you look at it from the back, and it's a perfectly convincing manta ray.
Yeah. At least a mechanical one.
Yeah, as convincing as the original version of the character was.
I have to say, Beast Wars Depth Charge somehow gets like the most inspired repaints.
He does. He does.
Like I have the collector's club version that was a repaint of
Pterodime.
for the Decepticons
Paradise.
Pterodive, yeah. And that
Amazing
mold
figure.
sings in that color scheme, and this mold sings in that color scheme too.
That figure got I think it got like 3 banger repaints. Because it got the Depth Charge, and then it got Beast Wars, or not Beast Wars, Machine Wars, Starscream,
Yeah,
and then like Space Case is like a retail.
yeah.
Yeah, I
That
know
was
Space
during Dark
Case.
of the Moon. He had some he was like half translucent. It was very very interesting. I would have loved to see like a Universe Depth Charge repaint though. I feel like that would be like really cool.
I always love it when they kind of reinterpret the Beast Wars characters into vehicle modes, or G1 characters into like animal modes. That's just my favorite thing, and I always
Well,
love
this
it.
is
Generation
more
Toys
so-
Red Bull.
Yeah, exactly. I almost just said it during the Red Bull thing, but
Yeah. Well, this is more so a Beast Wars character reinterpreted into a G1 character, sort of. In the
Yeah.
visual sense, into the visual language of G1, I suppose. What if Floro Deary made Depth Charge?
kind of just feels like it could go into either
But also
athlete.
this figure, like pretty much every New Age toy I've played with, just has really creative engineering on in terms of the way it transforms. New Age really are, in my opinion, the masters of clever usage of mass. They understand that they're working at a small scale, and that you can't be too complex, and so they do a lot of neat tricks. And whenever you transform a New Age figure, at least in my opinion, whenever I transform a New Age figure, I'm always saying to myself, "Wow, that's clever. That's a clever way to do that."
I just like the idea of you just talking to yourself while you're playing with your toys.
Don't you?
Not like that.
I don't have any toys.
You don't
to play
comment
with
on the
right
quality.
now, unfortunately.
You don't comment on the quality of the engineering of a toy you're playing with as you're playing with it.
Mostly mentally.
Unless I want to go get my one of my Gochizos that I have.
It's more like the whole talking to yourself as if you're talking to someone else.
Well,
Oh, look at that! That's so clever. Look.
well, I mean, yeah, I do
clapped.
that.
I clapped when I saw it.
Indeed. If I ever do come over, you'll get to witness me in the wild.
I look forward to the day.
You gotta come over for the TF Con 2026. Fancy the party.
I'm
We'll see.
afraid it's just gonna be me there, not Char. He's
Fortunate.
Poor.
Tour
Well,
the collection.
I do have a job now, so we'll see how things go. But that's not really a conversation for the podcast.
Well, you got 6 months.
I got 6 months. I got to figure out how much it's going to cost, and if I can save up that much in 6 months.
A lot.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
lot.
just take your budget and add like $500 to it minimum. However much you think you're gonna spend, just add add more, because you will spend more than you think you will. That's just how that works.
I still need to get plane tickets. Anyway, we should probably move on to my third favorite, which is TFC Toys Mad Blender. This one has a special spot in my heart because it was one of the very first third-party figures that I ever purchased, all the way back, nearly 10 years ago now.
God, yeah, an oldie but a goodie.
Yeah, I got this guy for like $40 on Big Bad Toy Store. And So one of the rules of that we decided to go on was no combiners. But like, if you wanted to like talk about like a specific part of a combiner, you can do that. Strangely enough, I think every single one of my picks is part of a combiner. Yes, it is. All four of them are part of a combiner of some kind. Uh, but out of the TFC Hercules sextet, Mad Blender might not be the best one, but it is my favorite. He's just really cool. Obviously, he's a mixed master alike, but as you can see from the little picture that I cut out, you can take apart the barrel drum of his cement mixer and split it up into 8 different guns that can combine with each other, and the central like axis of it can also become a rifle. So, and with all of the various ports that he has on him, he's very versatile in what you can do with his weapons. This whole like underslung arm cannon look is one of my favorite one of my favorite loadouts for him. But really, it's just up to your imagination.
Yeah, the other thing you could do is plug him into his shoulder, give him like a bunch of shoulder guns, because he's got 2 ports in the shoulders, like in the little like wheel bits.
Yeah,
The shoulders.
yeah, they
so
can
he's
fold
got
out and
shoulder
fold
guns.
around.
But yeah, it's a very cool figure. I love that. The TFC Hercules boys are all really fun.
Yeah, they also have some pretty decent build quality too. The plastic's very chunky and hefty. Lots of the joints I ended up having to like loosen manually with a screwdriver because they were all so tight. The only one that I've had any problems with is I have like a busted pin on their bone crusher, but it came like that when I bought it, so can't really complain. I just probably need to get a new one. But no, the Hercules is just such a phenomenal set and
The
so
other
important to
cool
the
thing
history of third
I was
party.
going to mention
It's also
is the light piping.
Yeah,
It actually has light piping. It's pretty fun. Like it's
Mad
fun to
Blender's
have.
not the best example of that, just
Yeah,
because he
because he's
has
got that
that.
big thing in the back.
Yeah, so it gets pretty obscured most of the time, but you can still get some good use out of it. I'd say the best one out of the set is probably Heavy Labor, the version of Long Haul. It's just the cleanest version, just the cleanest toy out of the 6.
Do you remember when light piping was the norm for retail toys? Pepperidge Farms remembers. Sure.
Hercules is the Hercules set is also a really interesting microcosm of that era of 3P in the early days when they were primarily looking to be a supplement to a Chug collection rather than trying to compete with MP.
Those were the days.
It was
Well, they're a little bit more open to kind of experimenting with styles. So you got some very kind of interesting and unique ideas, like Mad Blender splitting the gun, like having the cement barrel.
Indeed, yeah. Because the whole well, not the whole idea, but a big part of what 3P was in the day was, what if Hasbro made this character into a new figure? We're going to do what Hasbro isn't going to do.
Another thing is that in addition to the 5mm port system that they let you play around with, there was also a larger port system for some of the like actual hardware of these vehicle modes. Like you can swap out that barrel drum for Scavenger's arm or Hook's arm, and I think maybe Scrapper's cabin. I don't remember. I don't have it on hand right now, but like TFC made these as toys first, and I really respect that.
Yeah, I agree. I've never gotten the opportunity to play with them, but are the tolerances any good?
Yeah, like I said, the plastic feels good. the only times I had to like modify any joints would be to like loosen them because they were too tight, and those were always fixable with a screwdriver. So yeah, I
don't
can't
think
really complain.
I don't think I ever had any issues with
Hmm.
mine. I had them at one point. I ended up selling them, but
That's
but yeah, they're great figures.
Like when
pretty.
you if you get one of these toys sealed, you're definitely gonna have like a breaking in period where like you just like, oh, things are a bit too tight. You gotta like loosen them so that you can transform them easier. But it's once you get past that, it feels amazing.
That's pretty good because I know a big issue with a lot of early 3P was that, once again, plastic wasn't quite on point, even back in the day.
Yeah, absolutely no complaints about the plastic here.
Excellent. Well, I say plastic. The material itself wasn't the issue. It was the manufacturing and the
Yeah.
tolerances. But
I do remember when I
guess-
got Mad Blender, there was just like a little bit of mold flash, but it was never like a huge problem. Yeah, Jarkspore says the Scavenger is great too, with the huge shovel arm that can also go on the arm. No, I agree. Like these are 6 phenomenal toys, and it's a shame that they seem, well, maybe it's not a shame that they seem mostly forgotten because then their prices can go down a bit.
Yeah, I think TFC is one of the most underrated combiner teams because I would have if it wasn't for the combiner rule, I probably would have put Road Caesar on here, but because Road Caesar is amazing, I think is probably one of their best, up there with Hercules.
Yeah. Anyway, up next is Char's second favorite.
Make Toys Thunder Erebus. Make Toys in general is just a really cool brand, and not brand but company, or where they're sort of like in. Are they still in? Is Make Toys still in purgatory, or are they just dead now?
I don't know. I feel like they keep making new Seekers, so they must be doing something.
I'm pretty sure they're like. I'm pretty sure Make Toys got taken over by someone who's just putting out the Seekers. So I think they're like a zombie company, if anything.
That's unfortunate because really, this stuff was where they really shone, in my opinion. It's a really cool rendition of Power Master Optimus Prime, aka Jinrai. It's very bulky, it's got that sort of anime aesthetic. But at the same time, it's really posable, as I show as you can see in the left-hand picture. It's not brick in any sense of the word. It can pose really well. It's got way more movement than you would expect for such a bulky figure, which makes it really dynamic. And you'd think, okay, well, it's got this really bulky design. It's got a bunch of articulation. Surely, then, it must be sacrificed in the alt mode. Surely the alt mode would be, the thing that suffers. But no, it's got a really clean truck mode. Probably one of the cleanest that I've seen on a Power Master Prime.
Do you mean the truck itself or the truck and trailer?
Truck and trailer.
Does it have an inner robot mode?
It does, yeah.
Okay.
Why did it?
Like, it's not the kind of thing where you'd be like, oh my god, I couldn't have guessed this was a Transformer, but it's not,
Yeah, but
it doesn't look like it should be able to become that clean in vehicle mode. And yes, it is to a large degree a shell former, but it doesn't just look like it's holding a shell on its side, or more of a panel former, I suppose. But it's, even then, it folds up very nicely. And yes, the inner robot is also quite charming and poses very well.
Okay, for some reason, my headphones just deleted themselves off my computer, so we might be stuck with an echo for the rest of the show.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Not really sure what happened. It just cut out for some reason.
Oh yeah, I also did buy this toy. Well, yeah, I bought this toy because I saw it at TF Nation, and I remembered the Jobby review. But yeah, sorry, what were you saying, Kit? Oh, never mind. He's muted.
Probably because he doesn't want to echo.
Yeah. Do you have anything to say about this figure, Scorponok?
Not really, because I've never owned any of this figure or the Thunder Manus. I think Optimus Prime, but I don't think I'm not owned either one, so it's I don't have a ton to say on this figure specifically. It looks nice. Make Toys has made a lot of great stuff. I like their Fallen is really cool. Chaos Paladin. I bought him at TFCon 2023.
I mean, Make Toys was just like a really cool third-party company in general, honestly. You know, and it's such a shame that they died. You know, because they made really unique. Well, maybe not unique, but they made interesting designs that weren't just Chug or weren't just you know, MP, but they still fit in with the rest of your collection.
Good old Chugster piece.
And they were also really good value, like really, really well priced for what they were, which I guess explains why they couldn't stay afloat. But it's still a shame, you know.
Yeah.
I really, one of my personal grails is their Reveal the Shield Optimus Prime upgrade set. I remember once again, I think from the original Vangelis video is what made me want it originally.
Which one? The regular Optimus version?
Yeah.
Because I know they did the regular Optimus, I think they did Nemesis, and then they did a whole new one for Nova, like made a whole new.
Yeah, they made a new toy basically from the ground up.
Make Toys Hypernovae. That thing was cool.
It is very cool, and probably if I ever get one, it will be my definitive Nova Prime. Because
same actually. Because I have the newer Hasbro one. It's kind of mid, and I have the Fun Pub one, but the Fun Pub one isn't really Nova Prime. It's Shattered Glass Optimus Prime reformatted. So I kind of treat that version of Nova as like a completely different character.
Honestly, maybe I should just get the maybe I should just try and track down the Make Toys Laser Prime that they did from scratch. Because I have the Hunt for the Decepticons figure, and I quite like it in its stock configuration. And the other one is basically the other one is just the upgrade set without needing to install the upgrade set. So
that Reveal the Shield laser prop itself though is a lot of fun.
It is.
I have the 2012 Shattered Glass Optimus.
Hello.
And I have the 2012 Ultra Magnus. Welcome back.
I have the Takara. I can't remember. I'm not entirely sure if it's the. Also, hi Kit, you're back. You've got your sound back now.
All right, I am back. I can hear you. I cannot see the.
Neither can we.
Slideshow. Okay, so it's not just me. Okay, good. Give me just 1 second.
But no, I don't know if it's the Takara or the fans collectors club version that I have, but I do have the repaint into Scourge, which, like I said, I like very much.
Okay, we are back in business.
An example of a Laser Prime update that I actually like. Shock horror.
So sorry about that. I had to restart my computer because my audio cut out. That happens semi-regularly with this computer for some reason, and I have no idea how to fix it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, you're back now. That's all that,
Yeah. Anyway, funny that Char picks another Black Convoy to put on his list. I don't know if anyone mentioned that yet.
No, I did. I wasn't thinking about it, but yeah, I guess so. I quite like Black Convoy. Don't know why, just do. It's cool design. I like it when I like edgy versions of hero characters, I guess. That's why I like Shadow the Hedgehog.
Where's that damn 5th Chaos Emerald?
Where's that damn Matrix of Leadership?
I'm sorry. I just remembered a line from Sonic High School. I'll tell you after the stream.
That damn ICBM.
Yeah, Jark Sport. It's for the fake fan. Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Holy foreshadowing, Batman.
You caught me. You caught me.
I know. Fake Sonic fan. He's getting stolen. He's getting stolen clout. He's doing it for the attention.
Clout chaser.
He's such a clout chaser.
I'm on clout 9.
Yeah. Bailiff, throw him into the Chugcratic pit.
You just pretend to be a Sonic fan for all the attention from women, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm afraid they just throw themselves at me whenever I mention Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah.
I'm here to kill chaos.
You have to beat them away with a stick.
They need to beat them away with the other Chaos Emeralds.
But no. Kit, do you have any other thoughts on Thunder Erebus?
Not really. I'm gonna be honest. I really hate the way that trailer looks.
Oh,
I think it looks a little poopy. It just does that thing that a lot of third-party toys do, where they just kind of like
they layer it too much.
Yeah, they like. It's just putting images of that picture that just says, "I just made some bullshit." You know that one? I have it saved on my phone. Anyway, it's just like there's no real like form there. It's just a series of boxes that are all slightly different shaped, and it just looks lumpy. And like I know it's all in service of the robot mode, so whatever, I guess, but it just doesn't look good as a trailer.
That is fair, but most of the time you are going to display it in the robot mode.
I mean, I can't really concede this because I did spend like a minute glazing the truck mode.
I got a truck mode to glaze. Somebody say
I'm sorry, Char. I had to put a metaphorical bullet in the back of your head.
It's fine. It's
Can't
fine.
We're
allowed
like
to be
that.
in disagreement about things.
Tell me about the trailer again, George.
But I see where you're coming from, but to
me, it just has a bit of that 3P syndrome.
Yeah,
you know?
I can see where you're coming from, but in my opinion, it's not nearly the worst offender when it comes to that sort of thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot more convoluted designs from 3P out there. This actually reasonably looks like something, even if that thing that it is just a box on wheels.
Yeah. Did they ever make a God Bomber for this?
They did, yes.
Ooh.
Didn't they also make a Jetfire for this?
I'm not sure about that one.
I thought they made the Jetfire.
Make Toys did make a Jetfire.
I thought they made like two versions of it. They made the black one. It's like more of the bay colors, and then the white,
they made
red one.
a Jetfire that can combine with an Optimus Prime, but not this Optimus Prime.
Not this one. Okay, I thought it was this one, but I guess I'm wrong.
Yeah, completely wrong.
Dang.
I mean, it's so different from Jetfire. You can really hardly call it a Jetfire, even.
Yeah, it's true.
It's just a jet guy who combines with Optimus Prime. It looks more like the Quinjet from the Avengers, if anything.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
That's okay.
There's nothing inherently wrong with the design. It's just it's not Jetfire in my opinion.
You don't want no soylenial cape shit in your transforming robots.
No.
Damn.
Ignore the Transformers crossover series.
No,
I actually really love the crossover G.I. Joe stuff. That's been about it.
I think that might tie into your next pick just a little bit.
Yeah, I guess you could say it's the bomb,
Yeah.
or the intercontinental ballistic missile.
Ooh, now this is very cool.
I had to mention this guy. This guy is he's too cool for school. And he could very well have been number one if my other number one figure didn't exist. But yeah, I just love this guy. He's perfect. Practically perfect in every way. TFC's like returned to form after years of being like doing nothing. They just came out and were like, we're just going to drop the greatest Optimus Prime we've ever seen.
The mother of all bots.
The mother of all bots. Yeah, awesome. So, yeah, I call him Nuke Prime because I think his full name is just a lot. So I just call him Nuke Prime. But, yeah, Nuke Prime is a very phenomenal figure. He's got an inner bot, and he's got a bunch of parts to play around with. So he's got like a little drone kind of roller thing, and you can attach his rifle to it. And then he's got like kind of power parts. You can make him like a regular bot, or you can kind of beef him up. So he's kind of got like the power armor thing, and then the missile can turn into like kind of a X-shaped backpack that I think is kind of supposed to be reminiscent of one of the backpacks that like movie Optimus had, I think. And you can kind of have it be like a base, like a little base thing. You could just do so much with this guy, and he looks so good. I love him. Oh, and the smaller missiles fit in the big missile.
Ooh.
So you get all the missiles. It's like missile Matryoshka doll, where like the little baby missiles fit in the regular missile, which then fits in the huge missile.
Well, I'm gonna actually you. The quote unquote big missile isn't actually a missile. It's the launch system for the big missile, for the small missile.
Oh, okay.
Because it's based on it's somewhat based on a real life vehicle, and that's the way it works. It doesn't just carry the missile on top of itself out in the open. It has like a launch chamber that it like makes vertical.
And then the other cool thing is you can get the there's an add-on set that, because first and foremost, he's cool on his own. He doesn't need the add-on set. You could just buy this guy as is, and he's going to be the best thing ever. But if you wanted him to somehow be even better, you can get an add-on set where it replaces the little pointy kind of warhead for the big missile or launch system or whatever you want, because with like a bigger round one that could turn into like a wrist kind of gun wrist blade thing, and that's pretty cool. And it gives him like a big sniper rifle. It comes with a big sniper rifle and some alternate head options that I don't use because I'm pretty happy with the regular head. I'm trying to remember if it comes with a whole lot else. I think that's mainly it. Some like one or two other little bits and bobs. Also, this thing has been like redone in 8 gazillion colors. So take your pick. If you don't like this color scheme, I think there's an Arctic camo. I think there's a Nemesis Prime version, but it's a retool and it has these very cool like kind of Nova Prime style wingspan.
They should
That's
make
pretty fun.
one. They should make one in North Korea colors and call it Juche Convoy.
That'd be funny. I think there's like an orange one. It's supposed to like an orange and yellow one. It's supposed to be like a Chinese New Year, like Sun Wukong theme one. There's a bunch of different color schemes for this guy. So, like I said, if like I think this version, the one I posted, is the best. It's the original, that's the best color for him. Like look for him. But if you disagree, there surely you could take your pick. But I just this guy, he's got everything. He feels good. He transforms really. He like feels really good to transform. The transformation's great, and he's big. He's chunky. He's MP scale, but just because of what he is, he doesn't. He kind of just is his own thing. Like heck, this guy is so cool. I literally started doing like GI Joe. Like I bought like this guy single-handedly sold me on the Hasbro crossover figures. Just because I wanted more bots to go with him. They did do a Megatron, but the Megatron is just not as good as this. Like he's solid, but I just don't think he's as good as this guy. And I don't like they only did the Megatron in silver. I wish they would have done him in black. Like if they had done the Megatron in like a black urban camo color scheme.
I'm going to Chechnya.
Oh, that would be perfect. So yeah, you get like him, the Megatron, this guy, and then you get Hasbro's Soundwave and Cup and Bumblebee, and you have like a really nice set. And they all actually scale like fairly well with one another. Because these guys are pretty big, and the Hasbro ones are pretty big. So they actually look okay, like nice on a shelf. But yeah, this is just such a phenomenal figure. Sorry, I've just been talking out of my rear. Y'all have any thoughts?
No, it's cool. No, this figure or the other version that is closer to the original G.I. Joe Rolling Thunder, either of the two have been on my list, on my like want list for a long time. I just haven't gotten around to getting them because, just because like, you know I can get them, and so there's no like particular rush to get them, I suppose.
Yeah.
But they are really cool. The one reason I might not get them now is because what's it called? Oh yes.
Because you get the Nemesis
Overgear.
Prime version?
Pardon?
Because you get Nemesis Prime instead?
No, because Overgear is coming out with their own version of Optimus Prime, which kind of fills a similar niche to this figure.
Are they? I thought it
Yeah.
was just like I thought it was just like they were two like new characters.
No, they're doing an Optimus Prime. It's been teased. It's been CAD images have been revealed of it. The full like prototype. We haven't seen prototypes yet, but that's probably going to get released. It's probably going to get released sometime next year. We're probably going to see pictures of it sometime this year. And it's kind of in a similar scale to this figure. So either I get this figure and I don't get the missing not missing link. Overgear. Either I get this figure and not get the Overgear, or I get the Overgear and I get this figure in one of the more esoteric color schemes, so that it doesn't read as just having two Optimus Primes.
Yeah, the Overgear doesn't look bad. Like the Overgear would probably be fun too. So you probably got either one. I just went with this one because, like I said, Overgear was a thing, but B, I kind of liked the little mini G.I. Joe sub theme of building up. Because, like I said, all those figures, and also Fun Club Serpentor. So I found like, oh wait, I have Fun Club Serpentor. Let me dig him out. Put him with them, and then I have the enemy, the Masterpiece enemy, also goes with them really well, just because of the Ravage's color scheme. that comes with or at least the Ravage that comes with Soundwave's kind of blue and red color scheme. It fits very well with enemies.
I mean, if I really am desperate for him, I could get him. And say that he's overgeared pyro.
You get the I wish there's like a red version. Well, I guess camo. Yeah,
Well, there is a red version, but it's the one that just is rolling thunder rather than having the big missile on it.
That's true. Yeah, you could do that. And it is a very like pyro-ish kind of alt mode anyway, so it would work.
Yes.
So.
But it's still really cool.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, it's really cool. It's a really cool design.
Yeah.
I remember really wanting this when it first came out. But like I was like, what? This came out 10 years ago, didn't it? The original version.
Was it 10 years ago? Really?
I think it might be.
Dang.
It was a long time ago now.
Yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to bring him up, because I feel like everybody always loves this figure, but nobody really ever talks about it. So I figured it'd be interesting to bring it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Kit?
No, it looks like a fantastic figure. I'm afraid I don't really have a place in my collection for anything like this, but maybe if they did a Red Alert repaint.
Oh.
See,
if they did a Red Alert repaint, I want a Megatron out of it, though. Because I'm waiting for somebody to do a Cybertron Defense Red Alert just so that I can get Beast Wars Megatron out of it.
Honestly, if they did a Red Alert repaint, I'd want them to do the rest of the Cybertron Defense Force. And then I would be asking for too much.
Frankly, I just want those toys missing linked. Just give them a few more joints. They'd be fantastic.
True.
I just want update. I just want updates to my Dawn of Futures Past cast.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Scorponok, but the missile can actually be mounted to the shoulder, though, can it? Can't it?
No. Okay, so I think I'm trying to remember. So I think that the two big missiles, I think they can be mounted to the shoulder, but not the really big one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The really big one is way too large. Like it's as tall, if not taller, than the actual figure. So it's mostly just meant to be a backpack, and you pop the nose cone off, and it kind of turns into like a little booster thing that you put on the back, and the whole thing just splays out and makes that X, kind of the X-wing that's on his back there.
They do make a blue winter camo version, which could make a pretty solid basis for a Red Alert custom.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what they make a lot of. They have a lot of different colors for this guy. Like I said, now I think a lot of them have the upgrade parts already. You have to check on that, or at least the different upgrade kind of heads.
Yeah, the winter
less
one
Optimus
and the
Prime-y, but if you're trying to make a Red Alert out of it, you don't care.
Heads. They have like alternate. They have like sort of a gas mask type head.
Yeah. Which, like I said, I didn't put on my Optimus Prime because I like him as Optimus Prime. So I just kept the head sculpt as is. I mostly just bought the upgrade set for the gun, the big gun, and then the missile kind of the warhead upgrade that gives them the little wrist gun.
All right. Let's move on to my second favorite pick, and this one is also another combiner toy. This is Ocular Max Navigant, the Streetwise alike, and so I am extremely enamored with the Ocular Max all built-in combiner system that they've been doing for the past few years. They debuted with their Bruticus a few years ago, and they just completed their Defensor, I think, last year, and they're just about to start on. They've just started on Devastator. I already have 2 bits of Devastator, but my favorite just toy by itself is definitely Streetwise here. He just it and it really just boils down to the transformation. It is extremely fun and extremely like intuitive. Once you do it like two times, you're good. He just uses his mass really cleverly, especially in the way that the torso comes together. It's very dense in there, and it's just a very well thought out transformation. Um, I only included the combiner mode picture just for completion's sake, but I'm gonna be honest, I kind of hate Defensor as a combiner. Like Bruticus is way better as an actual combiner than Defensor is.
Is this
It's
the concept or the specific execution here?
the execution. First off, I hate blades. I think it's a really
Blades
unfun toy to play
definitely
with.
has the worst transformation, that's for sure. He's not fun.
He's so fiddly. And I just don't like how the legs work on Hotspot when he turns into Defensor. I just hate that like you basically like extrude a frame out of his leg and it just wraps around Streetwise and Groove, and they just sort of plug in there, and the combiner feet don't feel solid at all for me. I mean, they've held up in
I
like
like
the
that
month
they
or so I
actually.
had them displayed as a single combiner, but I just it's just not for me. I just liked how more solid Bruticus was than Defensor is.
I was surprised how like hollow the feet were, but also they actually kind of work. Which is
I mean, yeah,
really interesting.
I haven't really had a problem with them. I just hate the way that they feel when putting them like in combined mode. Like I just can't put my trust in them, because
I'm
it's
just
like
glad that he has.
$500 worth of toy up there. I don't want it falling anytime soon.
Well, I'm just glad that the feet aren't really tiny. Like I'd rather it be like that, like big, like wider but hollow, than tiny.
Yeah,
Because I just say that as somebody who owns TFC Lyocauser. His feet are just way too small. Like he should have larger feet. Like it's a crime that somebody has not made an add-on kit just to give him a better feet.
yeah.
Like he needs
It's
to.
like when you're paying like triple digit prices for 5 toys that all combine, you want them to be stable when they're combined.
That's why I love the Road Caesar, because that man with his clod hoppers, solid as a rock.
Yeah. Jarkspore says Defensor is definitely the redheaded stepchild of the Scramble Cities. He's no one's favorite.
Yeah, that's true. Even
I do-
Computron is more popular than him.
Really? You think so?
Well, I don't know. I like Computron more than him. But
I like
I just
Defensor a
never
lot.
found anyone ever that has said Defensor is their favorite combiner.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I can't really argue with that. But
I guess
no,
it's Popeye.
Streetwise is a fantastic toy. First Aid's a fantastic toy. Groove is pretty good. Hotspot's pretty good. Blade sucks, but I just don't like Defensor.
The Bruticus is better. Already.
Yeah, that Bruticus is like hit after hit after hit, whereas their Defensor is definitely a much more mixed bag.
Like the only thing Bruticus had was just no shoes, but then they made shoes. It was like, well, nope, okay, he has shoes now. He's perfect. Well,
Yeah.
shoes, and then the gun.
I got the G2. I got the G2 version, which came with everything. So
okay, cool. Yeah, because he needs it. Because I got the original, and it's like Bruticus just looks really stupid with Onslaught's gun. Like it just doesn't look right. Like he just needs a big gun. Like he needs the big Bruticus gun, or else he looks ridiculous. So yeah, that and the boots. The boots aren't as necessary. It's more how you like it. But for me, I kind of like him having boots, so I gave him boots.
Yeah, it kind of goes against the whole all built-in thing, but the toy is better off for it. So I can't really knock it against him, and I kind of wish Defensor had the boots too.
Yeah, it does have the boots. It's just the boots were built in.
I don't like the built-in boots.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
But no, Streetwise is fantastic. You can get this toy on its own and be perfectly happy. You don't need the other four. He's just a really solid toy in its own right that happens to combine.
Yeah. I can't really. Out of curiosity, how does the back part of that leg mode work?
So basically, it's a stem. Yeah, it just kind of, so it's like there's Hotspot's leg that gets folded up into a brick, and then there's the foot, and then there's a stem that wraps around the back of Streetwise,
it's like a little. It kind of just unfolds, almost like origami out into the the foot.
Very not graceful,
but it works. It does work. It's not. It doesn't look the greatest, but it does work.
I mean, it looks fine once it's all connected. It just doesn't feel good at all when you're doing it.
I just say that because, like I said, I've handled combiners like Wildkaiser where the feet are just so rough and they just, that thing is such a bear to stand up. And so compared to something like that, it's like, yeah, his feet are the greatest, but they do actually work, which is, something.
Yeah. He's not going to fall over.
Yeah, exactly. He's not going to fall over, which is the most important thing.
Anyway, we should probably stop talking about feet so much and move on to our favorite, our absolute cream of the crop favorite third-party figures. Up first is Char.
Yes, it is an Iron Factory figure. It is Iron Factory mini one-man army. And I'll be honest with you, this figure, to a large degree, it's out of sentiment. This figure was one of the last figures bought for me by a family member who's no longer with us. And so it's quite special in that regard. But also it's just a really neat little figure. He's just so compact. He's cute and compact, and he just works, He poses really well despite being chunky. He's got like a good solid silhouette with the big shoulder pads. And he turns into a little VW Mini,
So
what else is there to say?
I take it this is the Shattered Glass color scheme?
Yes.
I wonder what it's based on, because all I can think of is that he looks like Battletrap's feet.
Yeah, I don't know. What is he based on?
I have no clue.
Because obviously, I know at least in the original Shattered Glass lore, like Cliffjumper was dead.
Well, yeah, that's the whole thing. Like Cliffjumper is the Shattered Glass Cliffjumper is just Cliffjumper.
TF Wiki does not make any claim as to what his color scheme is based on.
Because he dies at the beginning of the series, and then that's where Classic's first Cliffjumper shows up.
Darkspore says he looks like Crankcase.
I could see that. He kind of, the silver lines are very Crankcase, but other than that, I could see Crankcase. Yeah,
that works.
It's just the head.
I like that he's a mini. I think that's based on some old Don Allen Figura like concept art for an IDW Cliffjumper that never actually showed up in the comics. I think. And that's pretty neat. But yeah, like it's kind of hard to go, despite him being my favorite, he's kind of hard to go on about because he is, at the end of the day, just really simple.
Also says he thought he was Glyph.
Yeah, work as Glyph.
Sometimes simplicity though could be a good thing.
Yeah, you know. He's great. He's really deskable, you know. He's not like super complex. He does come with accessories, but it's literally just the little guns that he has, and the bazooka that they form into. It's nothing like crazy.
Yeah.
Which is good, you know. It just means that he's there, you know. You don't have to like dig out your pile of spare hands for him. He's just a little guy. He's just a little guy, and that's all you need sometimes. A little guy.
He's just a little guy.
He's just a little guy. He's just a little guy.
Just a little guy. It's kind of funny how the picture go from like little guy to regular size guy to holy smokes, Batman.
Yeah. That's all I really have to say about Mini One Man Army. It's charming that he's a mini. Of course, my patriotism is kicking in. You know. It's a fantastic little car, of course. But
faster than a Bugatti Veyron.
Speaking, okay, now you say it. My first thought now is somebody needs to make a transforming Reliant Robin, and then have like a little like sticker you could put on that looks like Jeremy Clarkson, like on the hood.
Yeah, he tipped over. How about this thing?
Transformers crossover, make it Robin.
Yeah.
I'd kill for a Jeff Transformer. Hammerhead, Eagle Eye Thrust. That was my favorite episode. Anyway, yeah, this oh shit. This toy looks rather spiffing, if I do say so myself.
He's a spiffy little guy, yeah.
Indubitably.
Oh, son of a bitch. Give me a second.
God dang it, Bobby.
I cannot go a single day without a coughing fit, I swear.
Healthiest American.
I just choke on my own spit like a dumbass. Anyway, next up is my favorite third-party figure of all, and unfortunately, someone spoiled it earlier.
I forgot it was your favorite figure. I
Toy
forgot it was
World and Toy World. This is part of the reason why Sideload is at the very bottom of the list.
Do you have the whole set?
No, I don't. These are the only two that I have of the set. But
Okay.
on the bottom of this list that we're going over today, Toy World Aurora is is an absolutely fantastic toy. It is so brilliantly designed, and it's everything you could want out of a Chug figure. Because I think that's what it's designed to really be, is just a Chug version of Searchlight. Look at him. He's so stylish. He turns into a really cool vehicle. Something you don't really see in Transformers, like a proper
Looks like
SUV.
a Range Rover.
Yeah, I think that's what he is.
Yes, he's a Range Rover. He's a Range Rover.
Keeping up with the English car
British cars.
topic. Or British car.
But his plastic quality is fantastic. Painted details are great. Great posability. Very intuitive transformation. Stylish robot mode. I really like how the front of the car kind of looks like oversized sneakers. very acceleracers of him. So, like, how can a company make a toy this good and then shit the bed this hard?
Also,
You know
it
what
just
I'm trying to
occurred to me,
say?
why is he a Humvee? Like, why did they make Silo to Humvee? He's supposed to be a dump truck.
I think
I
they
think
wanted
they
to
were
make
trying to
them
make them all
all,
in scale.
and also just make them all like consumer vehicles.
I guess.
You know,
You mean you don't have your recreational dump truck?
I mean, these are like
Oh,
Hey,
I wish.
Chug
hey, Ryan.
throttle bots. These are Chug throttle bots. I think it's fine. I think
Yeah,
it's
I
fine.
reserve the right to have my recreational dump truck.
I'm gonna compact my HOA. But like, if I had to get rid of all of my third party figures, this is the one I would keep. It's just that good. I really wish I would. I really wish I could have gotten Roll Bar at some point, but it seems like he's become impossible to find as well. But
A lot of these guys are
if I don't
impossible
get
to
to complete the set ever, so be it. I have the best one.
Like, this is the only one I ever see pop up ever, I feel like.
Yeah, he's by far the most common. I think you can even still get him on BBTS right now, if they still have some. Let me check.
Wait, go buy one. Speaking, I gotta check BBTS. I've been like stalking the BBTS website for Kamen Rider Gav stuff.
Okay, they don't have any Toy World stuff anymore, but they used to have this one a couple years back. But yeah, he's just so nice to play with. I love it. I might make him my desk toy after this stream is done.
Yeah, he's really nice. He's the only one I've ever physically owned, and yeah, he's a very solid Chug toy. And the light piping yet again. Very nice.
Oh, the light piping.
I mention that because I feel like that's the thing people tend to forget about. But back in my day, our figures had light piping.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about Aurora here. He's just a really good toy.
Yeah, me neither.
That's all I
Yeah,
have to
okay.
say about that.
All right, so that was we did the small figure, then we did the medium figure, and now we got oh Lord, he coming.
Oh
Yeah,
my
this is the greatest figure third party has ever made, in my humble opinion. I love him. He's the spies of a small child.
He is your son.
And he's glorious. Freaking, he's just huge. He's super fun. The transformation is really fun and intuitive, like more so than you would expect for Omega Supreme. And he's just the best. Like, he feels big, he feels chalky. Like, you like splay him out into that like base mode, it just like it takes up like half the floor, and you're just like, oh my, yeah, yes, he's just the coolest thing ever.
What kind of transformer do you think would like comfortably fit on that track?
I mean, you could realistically do like most masterpiece cars would fit.
Holy shit!
Like, it's huge. Like his foot is okay. So his foot is about as long as your average masterpiece car.
Oh,
fucking hell!
He's massive.
Lord.
Yeah, he's huge.
Why
And
does he have a red star on him? Is he a communist?
I think so. They put some tampos on. I think they're just nods to the original, like some of the original toy tampos.
I mean, if you buy one, you're going to be poor enough to need a bread line.
Which I like that, because I like that they bothered to add a bunch of the tampo like kind of effects, because it just gives them some extra fun and charm, as opposed to a lot of like the newer releases where it's just like clean, because they're going for that, that show look.
Yeah.
So you get like this clean feature list. So I kind of like it because it just adds some character. He's got some LEDs as well, so you can see in his claw arm, he's got LEDs in the claw arm, LEDs in his blaster arm, and then LEDs in the eyes as well.
No, Char, what it is he just scanned the entire Baikonur facility.
Yeah,
That's what he turns
just,
into.
Yeah, he's like an entire base and a half. He's like an utter monster, and I love him.
He transforms into 1% of Kazakhstan.
Yeah, he's probably worth 1% of Kazakhstan. Yeah. Let me see if I have some more picture. He's just so much fun, dude. I love this guy. He's the best thing ever. Like, I knew I had to have him when he came out, and I bought him for myself as a birthday present for my 18th birthday. I had him shipped to my college dorm, if you can believe that. I am not kidding. I had this thing shipped to my college dorm.
How big was the box?
Huge. It's actually 2 boxes.
Oh, yeah.
It's split in half. It's 2 boxes. Here, I'm gonna I'm sorry, I'm talking, but I'm gonna post some more pictures in the Discord.
Right.
But yeah, he's just the greatest thing ever. I don't know what else to say other than he's just like awesome, and I love him, and he just is everything you want in an Omega Supreme. Like,
I see he has a
masterpiece.
I see he has white stars in your photo, meaning he is a true bona fide American. Not a filthy red.
Here's a picture of him with I think this is Siege Springer.
Oh my word!
You got where are you guys posting this?
This is Chugcratic submissions in the Discord.
Yeah, for anyone following along in the live stream, you can join my Discord server linked in the description, and we'll be posting pictures in the Chugcratic submissions channel on the server.
And then here he is with Sunstreaker.
Holy crap!
And that's like MP scale Sunstreaker on I had. And this is in my college dorm, by the way. Freshman year.
Christ.
Yeah, he's a monster. Oh, yeah.
So did he count as a roommate?
Yeah, he might as well. He's huge. And I just like, again, he's one of those movies where I knew I had to have him. Him and Unicron. Although Omega, if I had to choose between Omega Supreme and Unicron, I think I would keep the Omega. I would keep Omega. Because Unicron is okay. Unicron is worth more, but Omega Supreme is objectively the more fun. He's just a fun figure. Like, you can actually play with him, and he's fun. He's like super fun to transform. That tank is just huge. Like, it's the size of I want to say it's the size of like your average MP Optimus in a truck mode. Like any MP Optimus, like just the semi truck for like part. It's probably roughly how big he is. Like, he's a bit wider. Like, lengthwise, he's on par with an MP car, but widthwise, he's like a good bit wider.
Yeah. And
taller. But yeah, it's big, and yeah, like I said, oh Lord, he coming. He's just amazing. Like, I don't know what to say other than just keep glazing. But like, this is the best thing Fans Toys has ever made and ever will make.
They peaked.
Fans Toys has peaked at Omega Supreme, and I don't think they'll ever come back from it. Now, Fort Max, we'll see. Fort Max would be the only like other contender. And yes, I will jump for Fort Max if they were actually like commit to it. You bet your ass I'm buying that thing.
Someone has to.
But
yeah, no.
Fucking get planning permission to buy one of those.
That was part of why I did not buy the Metroplex, that big, humongous Metroplex that dropped like a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's because I didn't really like it that much, and I knew I was going to get the Fort Max when the Fort Max came, when Fans Toys did that.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not going to buy this figure that I'm kind of on if I know that something better is coming down the line. It's going to cost just as much, if not more. But yeah, no, I love this dude. He's awesome. Like you can literally have him pick up your MP Megatron. I have him picking up I have him like holding on to a core class Megatron because it makes it look bigger. But yeah, he fits in with all your MP guys.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's one to end. That's one to.
Yeah,
Holy shit!
I'm definitely gonna have to see this in person when I come to TF Con.
You're welcome to. I want to have a bunch of everybody over that. All I know is me and my internet friends want to do one of those like things where it's like one of those like art gallery parties where everybody has like the little hors d'oeuvres and pretends to be snobby. Like yes.
Yes.
Here we
A
have my
nice 2006 vintage.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and the springs still work. My goodness.
Exquisite electronics.
Yeah, right now I have Omega in the same shelf with my he's with my X-Transbot Clad 2. So I have them together and I have two little shuttles together.
All right. Well, I think that brings a wrap to all of our picks for this exploration of third-party figures. But that does not mean it's the end of the live stream. We do have one more segment, the Chugcratic submissions. Basically, on my server, linked in the description, we ask for we let you know what the topic is beforehand, and you are free to ask questions. And we'll answer them. We have 3 questions. First up from Shockblade says, "What official Transformers toy could be mistaken for being third party?"
That's an interesting one. I actually have an answer off the bat. Generations revealed the Shield Perceptor. In my opinion, feels like a third party toy.
Is that praise or slander?
Slander in this case.
I could see that.
Yeah, no, that's actually
I feel like
pretty
that
inspired answer.
Gold works better for Magnificus than Perceptor. I don't know why, but I just have that feeling. Like I don't even own the either one, but just for some reason it feels more like that mold suits Magnificus.
It just feels unrefined in that way that like some new company is like taking a swing at making a Transformers toy, but they haven't really ever made a Transformers robot toy before, so they don't really know what's going to fail and what needs redundancy, and what needs to like click in place, and so he ends up kind of being one of those figures you kind of have to fudge.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate because the concept of the design I really like, and I like the design overall. It's just very unpolished.
Honestly, this might be a little controversial, I'd say, but I'd have to say Age of the Primes Quick Strike. The quality of that toy is just so high compared to what we're used to with Hasbro offerings that. Like it just doesn't feel like it comes from the same line as the rest of them. So like I really think you can be like, oh, this is a Hasbro toy? That's surprising.
Yeah, definitely.
Like it definitely feels like something a third party would have done like years ago. I really like Quick Strike.
To think about it. I mean, I feel like the low-hanging fruit is the new Overgear stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's just low-hanging fruit. But other than that, it's hard to say. I mean, I guess I'd say some of the alternative stuff, just because that's kind of really out there.
Yeah.
Like, that seems like something that I could see like a third-party company would do.
Car Starscream.
Or the car, like Fort Maximus.
Oh yeah, they turned him into a GT car.
or Star Saber, or they did some weird ones. It's like some of those I can see. Yeah. So yeah, that's probably what I'd say in terms of something a little bit less kind of low-hanging fruit.
All right. Our next question comes from Needle Nose Enthusiast. What would be a good third-party company to recommend for any third-party newbies?
Fan toys.
I mean, that's
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I didn't hear Chugcratic's answer.
Yeah, good.
I definitely. Go ahead. Okay, I was gonna say it just really depends on what kind of thing you're after. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really that. I don't have my finger on the third-party pulse, as it were. So I'm not really sure like what the more prominent companies right now are. I just know what I like, and I like to. And I'm also like, I'm also just after stuff I've seen reviews of when I was a kid. You know, that's why I got TFC Hercules, because I saw a review of it as a kid, and I was like, ooh, I want that.
I mean, it's one of those things where like there's no Okay, like, I can recommend some things to avoid. Definitely. Number one on that list is X-Trans bots.
Yes.
If you are new to third party, avoid X-Trans bots.
I think you're very hit or miss.
They are just complex for the sake of complexity. They're not very fun to transform. They don't have very good tolerances. If you just want, above all else, a like detail perfect car mode, then they're a pretty good choice. But they are not fun toys.
Yeah, I agree with that. They're not very fun. The other thing I like is that they do weird characters that. The only thing I like is they do weird characters that other companies don't.
Yeah,
there's no.
They're the only company I can think of that has done a livery accurate drag strip.
Yeah.
Or they do or punch. Nobody other company's done a punch counter punch. Or and then the battle chargers and the Omnibots. Like they've done some really crazy ones.
If you want to get into third party though, it's one of those things you just buy a figure that you think looks cool.
Yeah. Sharkspore in the chat suggests Mastermind Creations as a safe entry point. And I will say they do have a pretty good track record of, good, solid figures. But I wouldn't call anything that has an average price of over $100 a great entry point. That's like something you might want to work up towards just a little bit.
Honestly, would push into Legends. Anyone that's starting to get a third party, I would push them into Legends.
Yeah, Iron Factory has a couple different like aesthetic options you can go for. They have like their regular G1 stuff, and they have their like samurai stuff, don't they?
Yes. Yeah, they've got like it's not really a subline, it's just kind of the direction they're taking the brand now.
Okay.
Like they're just like doing a samurai spin on everything now. It's not like But yeah, I guess if you want to dip your toe into third party, if you're interested in it, third party Legends is a safe bet because they tend to be cheaper. And
I also got to tell you, if you want third party Legends, it's really easy to get the entire Mechanical Skull Studios collection. There's only two of them.
Yeah, I just push towards Legends because MP is one of those things where if you didn't do it from the beginning, it's borderline impossible to keep.
Yeah, and at that point, it's just like a get what you think looks cool.
Yeah, it feels like a cop-out answer, but like when it comes to something like collecting, you just gotta get the things you like.
Yeah, like let's. Okay, I'm going to give a rundown of what my third-party shelf looks like. So I have, TFC Hercules. Okay. Uh, Side note: I have all my Mastermind Creation stuff on its own shelf just because I have so many of those toys. So I'm ignoring those. But I have Bruticus, I have Defensor, and I have Scrapper, Mixmaster, and Drift.
Yeah.
But,
I was like, say, do you have Drift? 'Cause Drift is
Yeah.
key. No, a little Drift.
I do have Drift. But
Which one? Which one though?
The anime color. Initial
Okay.
D.
Get the initial D. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the initial D.
So, like, my main third-party shelf, I have TFC Hercules, I have Toy World Aurora and Sideload, I have Make Toys Galaxy Meteor. I actually have my Mastermind Creations Hearts of Steel Starscream on that same shelf as well. I have my Mechanical Skull Studios. I have a couple Fans Project dudes. I have Fans Hobby Metal Hawk, just because I liked how, like, he was like the inner robot, but then the Pretender shell just kind of like was like snap-on armor. I really liked the idea of that gimmick, so I just tried it. And then I have Toys EZ Gustav, because I like his alt mode.
Who is that again?
He's the one that turns into the big railgun from World War II.
Oh yeah. The Schreier
Yeah.
Gustav.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bitch in alt mode.
Yeah.
Really unique. But like just going off of that, it's just like I have an eclectic sort of collection of third-party stuff. I have a couple of the Fans Project Glacial Lord toys. So it's just like I'm just getting stuff that I think look cool, or stuff that like I saw when I was a kid on YouTube and just like really wanted.
I'm still looking for that not Iron Factory. I'm still
Kind of
looking
how
for that
everybody
Heart of Steel
starts
Shockwave.
third party. You just get what you like.
Yeah.
But I just would push. I would recommend going towards Legends just because there's so much of it, and it's
It's
so
a
much
lot
more
easier to get
affordable.
started with Legends,
Or-
but
MP is like, oh wait, you wanted MP like Cup? Sucks to be you, because that came out like 4 years ago, and you weren't here for the reissue. So good luck, buddy. Where like you could go on like you go Legend scale, and it's like, yeah, there's 3 of them. Which one do you want? You get the
that's
Samurai
true.
one, the G1 one, or the other G1 one. It's like, take your pick.
But if you did want to go to MP scale, Mastermind Creations has a ton of really solid toys that will treat you well if you can get your hands on them, and they're always making something new that's pretty cool. So if there's some hard to find toys that you don't think you'll ever have the chance to get, well, surely they'll make something new that might catch your eye.
Yeah, I'm really excited for their Vector Prime.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be cool.
Yeah, I as soon as I saw that, I was like, I'm pre-ordering it. Done.
Yeah.
I don't know why Hasbro didn't think to do that for sooner.
Yeah, I mean they had the license to the DeLorean.
Why do we need to make that an original character? Just use Vector Prime. Like, it works.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, probably because of the license holders. Probably because of the license holders Back to the Future. The Back to the Future license holders were probably like, we want this to be an original character.
Yeah.
I guess.
You know.
Anyway, we should probably move on to the last question from DN Prime 17. What is your stance on the current avalanche of third-party Masterpiece style figures?
Uh,
He says current as if it hasn't been going on for 10 years plus.
yeah. Well, current, ongoing. Yeah. I mean, it's like, I get it. I get what people want, but like, to me, it is the least interesting segment of the third party market.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, everyone is just trying their hardest to emulate these designs from the original show as hard as possible.
And a lot of the time, they don't even care about making good toys.
Yeah. They're not interested in creativity. They're not interested in like design language. It's just how close can you get to the model sheet from like 1984
Yeah, I
and
kind of
1980.
like the early to mid 2010s MP philosophy, where it was more of like a hybrid, like a compromise between the animation sheet and like realism. So you got something that was a little bit more of a mix of both, and that kind of lets you have some fun little details. And so you got like these animation, mostly animation accurate bot modes, but then the alt modes be like actually somewhat realistic, and that was more fun. Now it's super animation accurate. Although I guess I shouldn't be talking that much because I'm buying it, but I'm buying it anyway. Yeah, no, it's just kind of just like almost exclusively when I buy these days is third party masterpiece.
Yeah.
Uh, that's kind of what I've shifted to. I'm de-chugifying so that I can buy more. But because it looks good on a shelf, and I've kind of gotten to that point where I've collected most of the main casts, and now I'm like just waiting for like weird, increasingly more weird characters to add in, like Technobots, fans toys, Technobots. Yes, please. Vector Prime is a
Are they
Dorian.
the are they the
Yes,
ones who did
please.
Quantron, or is that a different, or is
No,
that
so
Fans
that was Make Toys.
Project? Make
No, Make
Toys.
Toys did Quantron.
Okay.
The only two other Technobots, to my knowledge, are at least, well, there may be some Legends ones, but it was some Make Toys Quantron, which was a Chug one, Chug scale one, smaller Chug scale one,
Yeah. I really
and
need that
then
Afterburner
Zeta
dude.
Toys, not Zeta Toys, Warbertron. Warbertron did one,
Mm.
and those are the only two I'm aware of, unless some Legends company did one, which they might have, might not. I don't know. But so Fans Toys is now making one, and yeah, I'm gonna buy it because I'm crazy. And yeah, so that's gonna be fun. But yeah, no, I'm just kind of like I've been enjoying it. But for me, it's like I said, I've been doing this. Like I've been buying MP for the last like 10 years.
Yeah.
So it's like that's the only person who should be buying MP is the person who is already buying MP to begin with. Like if you it's just not good to get like to start. Like you're not gonna be able to catch up if you're just starting. Like you're just not. So like if you
Yeah.
really like one specific character and you want to buy your one specific character that you like sure, but like don't expect to have a full cast of Autobots unless unless you're willing to spend years tracking them down. Which you could do. I mean, if you go to a TF like conventions, you could probably track them down, but it will take a long time. Like it took years for me to find, like literal years, to finally get like Fans Toy Snarl and finish my Dinobots. Like I was missing the 5th Dinobot for like felt like forever.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, that's just part and parcel of MP. And again, it's why I would push people to Legends.
Mm-hmm. My thing is, like, I don't mind that so many third-party companies, spec into Masterpiece stuff. Just like I don't mind that so many third-party companies spec into Legends stuff, because I mean, the more that these companies spec into Legends or spec into Masterpiece, the more options you have for any specific character you might want, and more options is always good. Because then you can like be a bit more picky and choosy about how you want your characters to look. And if you don't mind them not all looking like they're designed by the same company, then you can build your ideal collection like that. But I just mourn the death of the companies that would spec into chug scale stuff.
Yes,
And I understand
Yeah.
that has a lot to do with Hasbro being more cavalier about the characters that they put on the shelves these days. That's great, but something is just really lost that we don't have this mid-range anymore in the third-party scene. It's very rare for anyone to try to fill it.
Well, there's still a lot of figures that are effectively banished Chugster piece, or have only recently got figures. Like Iron Fist, for example, if you wanted an IDW Iron Fist, like for the longest time, Mech Ideas Gauntlet was your only hope at having a Mech Idea an IDW accurate Iron Fist.
Yeah.
Or like Broadside. Like hell, Broadside still is like the Fans Project one still is effectively the only Broadside because Titan's Return was awful. We don't talk about Titan's Return Broadside.
Unfortunately, Fans Project doesn't exist anymore.
I know.
So, like, there's no like hope for like any kind of reissue or anything. So you're just having to track one down on eBay or something.
I need to track down the freaking Goryu Pretender shell.
Yeah.
So I can have the full set. Because I love that they actually made full Pretender shells. Like I love full Pretender shells. I wish we could get more of them.
But yeah, like these companies that used to make Chug and, you know, Chug adjacent stuff, their bread and butter, either moved away from it or don't exist anymore. Fans Project doesn't exist anymore. TFC doesn't exist anymore, as far as I know.
Toy World doesn't exist anymore, right?
Yeah, I don't know if. Okay, so it seems that they might have moved on to Movie Masterpiece. I don't know if it's the same Toy World though.
Because I do have and Hegemon were awesome.
Because I do have a Toy World, The Last Night Barricade. You know, the World War II version, and they made some like Seeker triplanes. But I don't know if it's the same company or a different company with the same name.
You know, I wish somebody would make a third-party like Evergreen Barricade. Like, give me like a Chug or MP scale Evergreen Barricade.
I feel like Mastermind Creations might do it someday.
I really like the Evergreen. I don't know if y'all have seen the Evergreen like design for Barricade, but it actually looks cool. And I like it a lot more than just like crappy Prowl repaint number 6.
Yeah,
like it actually gives him his own like personal identity that outside of just being a crappy Prowl clone.
Yeah, it's just a sad state of affairs that there's just 2 camps now when there used to be a bit of a wider range.
Yeah. Honestly, Fans Project going is such a loss because they pretty much created third party as a thing. Like they were the first guys to really do it, at least to make it big.
True. I mean, there were a few other with them, but they were the one that them and MMC were the ones that kind of really led the charge. And then you had a few other ones like Impossible Toys or Dr. Wu, but
Impossible Toys sucked.
Yeah.
I'm not sad to see them go.
Now, do you remember those? Those Seekers that they did?
Yeah, I mean, they looked cool. They looked kind of cool, but the head sculpts were trash.
They look like Missing Link, but for like toys that did like Missing Link, but for a design.
I can see the vision. I had a couple of those god awful mini bots that they did.
You know, on second thought, that would be kind of funny to buy them if you had a Missing Link set. Maybe you should go look for them because they would actually kind of like look good. Because you could pretend like it's the beginning of the first episode of the G1 cartoon with all your little Missing Link guys and then the planes.
I mean, they're just like way too big for that.
Yeah, I guess they're way too big. Yeah.
I had like their version of Tap Out and their version of Bumper, and I reviewed both of them, and they sucked, and I gave them away to cardboard bots. They were terrible. They were terrible. I hated them. I got them in the same box as Mad Blender. But yeah, like Fans Project, the loss of Fans Project is like incalculable. They did some amazing work. Like they were really one of the pioneers of the scene.
I mean, they made the best headmasters ever.
Dude, their Chrome Dome is fantastic.
Their Chrome Dome is the best Chrome Dome ever made. And I would say the same for the Highbrow. Actually, there are Highbrows up there too.
They never completed the set, did they?
No, they were missing. They were missing Hardhead, and then the two big guys, Scorponok and Fort Max.
Yeah.
If we're counting them here, which you might as
At
well.
least Mastermind Creations is still around. They got some really good people on their team.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I remember they were kind of bumbling around when they first came out. It was they were like one of those. I feel like they were one of those toddlers like learning to walk, where they were like bumbling around, and then they finally got their footing and dropped Six Shot, and kind of just have been on a roll ever since.
Yeah.
Because those Hearts of Steel designs were pretty rough. I mean, they look great. Don't get me wrong.
The Seeker's actually really good. Like, I have Starscream.
Shockwave though. I love the way he looks, but just like in terms of how he handles and like the build quality,
yeah,
rough. Dude's rough as heck. Oh my god.
I will defend the Seekers to the hilt. They are some good toys. Jar Score asks if Fans Project did the horror cons.
No. I think the only company that's done horror cons to my attention is Kentucky Fried Chicken. I think it's Kentucky Fried Chicken. Which I'm glad that they're not as big of a thing because they kind of just went in the toilet, I'm gonna be honest. Like their QC was pretty ass.
Yeah. Well,
I do have the Junkions though, and they're okay, but that's about it.
Well, that seems like a wrap on the questions, and that brings us to the end of our seminar. This has been a pretty decent episode, and pretty fun to talk about some things that aren't made by Hasbro for once.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I could have talked about Road Caesar though more. I think Road Caesar kind of deserves his own episode, to be honest. But dude's actually awesome. Like best combiner TFC has ever made. I would put money on that.
Yeah. Well, I don't really have anything left to say, so I'll just begin signing off. This has been Kit Catastrophe, headmaster of the School of Athenia. I can be found here at this very YouTube channel. And I also have a Twitter and a Instagram linked on my channel. And you can join the Crew of Kit Discord server to take part in Chugcratic submissions next time we do an episode. I would been joined by Definitely Not Char, the Dean of Fabrication. Do you have anything to plug today?
Nothing, but I'd just like to remind everyone that if you are in the workshop, that you do need to sign a waiver saying that we are not responsible for any accidents that happen in there.
We don't want to follow any paperwork.
Okay.
If you get eaten by the lathe, that's not our problem.
Rude.
I've also been joined by G1 Scorponok, the Dean of Economics. Do you have anything to plug?
Yeah, I actually do. So I managed to get a dealer booth for TFCon Orlando this year. So if any of y'all happen to go, you should drop by and say hello.
I'll definitely be sure to see what you have.
Yeah, as soon as I get my inventory rolled out, or like inventory all done, I'm gonna try to roll out a list with everything that I'm selling so people can look at it.
All right. Well, this has been the 24th Chugcratic seminar. Thank you for supporting us through 2 years of this bullshit. Class dismissed.